that. I love it. Okay, before I begin my talk, you know how I always tell you that things happen the week before I write a talk based on the title of my talk. Well, this week was fine, except for this morning. And I'm going to be talking about computers. I didn't really know until this morning how I felt about them. But I'm going to be talking a little bit about it. And anyway, my computer and my printer decided not to speak to each other. I have no idea what happens when I'm out of the room. But they weren't communicating. And I had, before I knew that they weren't, I had made massive changes on the notes for my talk. And usually when I do that, I print it out and I go over it to remind myself of the changes I've made. And I would, by the time I got them to speak, just to have a moment together, I ran out of time to go over my talk. So I'm just going to say that I may be just as surprised as you about what I'm going to say today. So we'll just let it go at that and see how it goes. So hopefully, the break that we all took together in August, of letting go of our struggle and frustration, of trying so hard to be what we already are, which is to say powerful spiritual beings, remember? Having a human experience for the joy of having it. We came here to enjoy this life. And hopefully that the relaxation from all that mental exertion has caused us to feel lighter and happier about ourselves and the world. And now we're ready for a month of saying yes, 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 to creating our life in a way that feels good and easy as we're doing it. Abraham Hicks tells us, when you believe something is hard, the universe demonstrates the difficulty. When you believe something is easy, the universe demonstrates the ease. So do we believe life can be nice and easy, light and breezy, and still be profoundly interesting and meaningful? I mean, with lots of accomplishments, if that's what we want, and plenty of goal setting, if we want to set some, we can do all that. But we just don't need to suffer while we're doing it or while we're trying to reach our goals. We're the director of our human life story. We're also the writer. And it's a story we write one experience at a time by choosing what we'll focus on each moment. Our focus on feeling good, feeling light, enjoying life, feeling better and better about ourselves and life allows us to create a unique version of life that we're happy to tell. Are we happy telling our life? The one we have now? The one we're creating? There are no rules, no restrictions as to the kind of life that we choose to create. None at all, except one. That we're happy while we're creating it. I mean, if we want to be happy with what we create. Our creative power is in our focus. It doesn't matter what we look at, where we look, we look for the good and praise it, or if we look for what we don't like and condemn it, or try to fix it, our power is in our pointing our mind at it, in our interest that it's there, whether it's a thought in our mind or something we see around us. We could say that where we're looking is always what we're cooking up as our human life experience that will in turn into our human life creation. We focus our life into experience, form, and expression through the attention of our mind. And we'll know if we're cooking up a life we'll enjoy by how we feel about those things in our life that we focus on and give our attention to. We are creative beings, like it or not. Nothing happens for us without our cooperation, good or not so good. It's done unto us as we believe, and it's not done for us until we believe. We may be focused in a physical body, but we only exist in these forms, in this world right now, every single one of us, because there isn't a moment, not one, when the non-physical counterpart of us isn't present too. Right here, every one of us. That counterpart brought our physical bodies here. It's the energy that creates for us, the energy that's always joyful within us, the energy that's always focused on something good for us and is always, always, always guiding us to that good. And never, ever is fooled by the things we're fooled by. When we don't feel good, we're not allowing that wonderful part of us into our human experience. We're not feeling the fullness of who we actually are. We're not experiencing the best part of us. We've come into physical form from the non-physical spiritual realm, from the pure positive source energy of existence. And even though we may not be conscious of it, even though we may not be allowing it full access into our human experience, we can never be severed from it or separated from it or disconnected from it because it's the source of our life even now. It's the force of our life. It's our spirit. It's our soul. It's our true self. It's our forever self, having a human experience. Like sunlight is the energy that lights up our planet. It lights us up. If it didn't, we'd not only be in the dark mentally, but physically, because we wouldn't exist physically. We're a beam of light from the one light that came forth from the first command, let there be light. There we were. We are each a stream of consciousness right now, coming forth from the cosmic consciousness of existence, proclaiming I am in every particle of existence. And it's that proclamation within us the I am conscious, the I am alive, the I am myself, that's beaming us into our humanness. It's kind of like the image of Princess Leia shooting through R2-D2. And our human mind is R2-D2. Our source never stops shining to us and through us, but it's up to us as we live in this world with a human mind to let that beam through. When we're receiving that beam, without getting in the way with a belief that we're only human and life is hard, we feel alert and aware and clever and frisky and eager and happy. Our life feels good, and our good comes easily to us. Abraham Hicks tells us, follow your clarity. Follow your good feelings. Follow them as far as they will take you, and more will come. And it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's also true that if we follow our confusion rather than our clarity, if we follow our negative feelings rather than our good feelings, and we follow them as far as they will take us, unless we change our mind and turn around, more will come. It's the way life works. That's why it's essential for us to pay attention to what we're focusing on. Wherever we're focusing, no matter what it is causing us to feel while we're focusing. Because we're either attracting something that will bring something better and better, or something worse and worse. Which brings us to the title of our talk today, The Algorithm of Attraction. Here's where the computer comes in. Now, as most of us know, but, excuse me, though most of us, including me, don't know how, there's an algorithm in social media that curates or pulls together or organizes the content it presents to us. And it's based on what it thinks we want through the data or digital information we've submitted, either intentionally, because we've searched for something, or unintentionally, because we've accidentally clicked on something. Now, our computers and laptops and iPads and even our phones are not exactly alike when it comes to what it curates for us. Each of us has a different cell phone or computer, whatever we use to get our information and search for information. And if we were to look at the content of each other's social media devices, we might say, really? Just as each of us is a unique being, and we have a unique point of view in this life. In general, even though we think we all think alike, are really close, there's no two of us in this room who thinks exactly alike. And if we could get inside each other's mind, we might say, really? The algorithm of social media works a bit like the law of attraction, but not anywhere close to being as precise or elegant. For example, maybe we intentionally look at a picture on the computer from the Webb telescope. And after we do, almost right away, we're presented with more and more images and stories about astronomy. It's all we see. Or we look at an ad for Boots, or maybe chocolate bars. Whatever. And whether or not we're interested any longer than a moment's focus, a moment's peak. The algorithm presented us with more and more ads just like it from other sellers. So now all we see are ads for chocolate bars and Boots. But no big deal. If we're not interested, we know we can ignore them, and pretty soon, through lack of interest, they'll eventually go away. But about a month ago, at the top of my Facebook feed, and you know that part up at the top where you can add to your story or others can add to their stories, and it's along the top. And we can click on it if we want and not click if we don't want, and it's friends. And but among the photos of friends, there was which I'll just describe as a pornographic photo, up there, along with my sweet friends. And it was offered by some site called Inspirology. Not a friend. And every time I opened my Facebook, there it was. But instead of ignoring it and focusing on the good things that I like, I decided to try to fix the problem. Because I was letting myself be offended. This should not be happening. And so I searched for ways to delete those pictures across the top. I spent time diligently focused on how to do it. And the result of all that focus was that the top of my feed only had pornographic pictures from all over the place. Yeah. That's why Alan Watts, wonderful spiritual teacher, said, muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. So we can kind of look at the law of attraction like a universal algorithm that's based on the vibration caused by our focus in any moment. And it presents us with a perfect, absolutely perfect match to our vibration. How we're vibing, high or low. And the law of attraction, unlike the algorithm of social media, is flawless when it brings us situations and events and circumstances and people and rendezvous based exactly on the vibrational information we're emitting. It's never what we say. It's our vibration. Wanted or unwanted, our focus on whatever we're focusing on is saying to the universe, more of this, please. That's how it works. In this world of contrast, we can focus in ways on many different topics from a vantage point of giving our attention to unwanted things, focusing on trying to fix things, including ourselves. We can find things to focus on that get in the way of the powerful beam of usness coming from the one light. And we can cast a shadow on ourselves and the world we see. The more we focus on unwanted, the more offended we let ourselves be by what occurs, the more we see to be offended by everywhere. After all, that's what our focus is saying we're interested in. Our creative power is in our focus. It doesn't matter where we look. It matters how we feel when we look, which is to say, our intention through our attention matters. Why are we looking? It matters. Our power is always in where we are pointing our mind, whether it's at our thoughts or at what our thoughts are creating for us to see in the world. It's our interest that it's there. We are an extension of pure, positive energy, creating and creating and creating the world we see. That's why it's so essential for us to feel good in life. When we focus our experience of life into form and expression through the attention we pay to it, more will come. Whatever we're focused on, more will come. We need to notice how we feel about those things in our life that we give our attention to. Because if it doesn't feel good when we're focusing there, then we're not going to be presented with anything good. When we feel good, we're aligned with that powerful beam of light that's beaming us into this human environment, into our humanness. That stream of consciousness that is in us and is filled with infinite wisdom. It's the source of our life. We wouldn't be here without it. It's the force of our life. We could not do anything without it. It's our spirit. It's our soul. It's our forever self living a finite human experience, beaming us here so that it could, so that we could. And when we're aligned with its holy beam of light, that holy beam of light that is within us, we're saying yes, yes, yes to every good thing we want to see more of in this world. Namaste. Alrighty. Well, we'll just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being there. Thank everyone for being everywhere, because really we're all in this together, and without one of us we wouldn't be complete, but we're all here. Hail, hail, or hell, hell, depending on the way we're looking at it. But it's so good to be this beautiful entity that we call the Life Enrichment Center. To just be loved together, to just love each other and be ourselves and know that it's all good. And It feels good that there are beings that feel the same way, that we are vibing together. When you're watching live stream, when you see us in video. And we know that as we do this together, that we allow the good that we feel and know and live to come into the world, come into our world. And we individually create a unique expression of that inner life in this life. And we know that. And that's why we hang together. So we can do it more often and do it better and better to get really, really good at it. So thank you for your support. It's natural. When we give to each other so that we can be here together. And thank you for those of you watching live stream. We know so many of you give such loving support, loving financial support, and we thank you for that. So actually, I'm speaking now to the new ones, the ones who just found us. And if you are someone like that, and you've been listening, and you like what you heard, and you want to hear it some more, or you just want to say thank you that you heard it this time, and you're wondering how you can do that financially, well, our treasurer knows how you can. Dr. Jamie Phillips is here to tell you how.
All right. Well, peace.
Good.
Been wanting to do that all for about an hour. Okay, thank you. You feel better? Oh, I do too, yes. Actually, I feel great because I have some great news. Last night, we won the lottery. The Powerball, two of us won $1.7 billion. And when I woke up this morning and I saw the news on my phone, I thought, oh man, I played. And I thought, no, I have to change my focus. Yes, we won. In the oneness, we won the frickin' lottery.
We're
so
all
we
winners.
can all be excited. We're
Yeah.
winners. I want to see some big donations this week. And here's how you can donate to us. You can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center and hit the donate button. You can go to our website, lecflint.com. There's a donate button on that page, which will put you into PayPal. If you want to pay directly on PayPal, you can go to our email address. You can donate via our email address, lec2512@gmail.com, or you can send a check into our P.O. Box, Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321-294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And in the sanctuary, we'll be doing an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen singing In This Very Room, and then Reverend Stephanie will be up for gratitude prayer. So let's fill that collection plate, baby.